That's when he opened up the hood of his car, and lo and behold, there was a rat in his engine. Look at this water level. It is about halfway up my calf, and I'm a tall guy, so that is pretty deep water. In fact, if I walk back here further, it gets even deeper. Well, this tree right here has been cut back from the road. It's just one example of the many downed trees that we have seen right here in Lawrence County. And along with the trees, we've seen lots of debris in the road. Deputies say those thieves used the cover of darkness. While people were up in their hotel rooms sleeping, they were out here smashing the windows of their cars. This is Hunter King with 13 WMAZ. It's now a reality that you could be coming through TSA soon here at the Middle Georgia Regional Airport, putting your items in the bin and then hopping on a Spirit Airlines flight. Monroe County deputies say 71-year-old Shakja Yim wandered away from that domestic dispute and ended up at one of these picnic tables. Jake plays Guy's show every single day on that TV. He hopes that Guy Fieri will come sit down right here at this bar and try some of his famous barbecue. Water right here trickling out, and it's not from anybody's sprinklers, but from a city water line that sprung a slow and steady leak. Right here you can see the ambulances from Atrium Health Navicine. I was told when they pulled up that they're here to stage. They are not here to treat any patients. One of my little snowman friend that I found out here, and as you can see, he's still holding up. He's surviving. That means there's still some snow and ice out there on the At 97 years old, Angelo Crow is still cleaning up after Hurricane Helene.
It makes me sick every time I look at it.
When we first met Angelo last September, his Wheeler County home looked like this, trapped by fallen trees cut off from the world. Today, a year later, the trees around his house are gone.
I counted 231 trees now.
But massive pines still crush his barn and storage buildings. 4 tree removal companies have promised to help.
4 different people have told me, yeah, we'll come, and they haven't shown up.
The man who once would have handled this himself.
My daughter, and I'm not either, says don't use the chainsaw anymore, and I'm not going to climb a ladder anymore either.
Now waits for help that may never come. But Angelo isn't giving up. He's lived next to his childhood log house since 1933, surrounded by family buried in a cemetery in his yard.
And this is home. All my kinfolk are in the family cemetery.
Every morning, he says his prayers, meets his friends at McDonald's, and keeps the faith. You don't want it to be like this forever, do you?
Oh, no. We'll get it cleaned up one of these days.
Yeah.
I have faith.
Still waiting, still hoping, still calling Wheeler County home. Reporting from Wheeler County, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News. Watch this hallway. April 27th is the date. It's just another Sunday at the Crawford County Jail. There's Detention Officer Amber Newberry searching a man brought in for disorderly conduct. She's done this 1,000 times.
He had a little dollar bill that was kind of like folded up, and I thought nothing of it.
Watch her hands. Right there. She opens up the dollar bill and
fentanyl just came out of the dollar bill, and it just went everywhere.
You can almost see the moment she realizes, the way she pulls back, the uncertainty. 5 minutes pass, then 10.
Everything was in slow motion. Like it was like you were there, but you were just like, it was just the weirdest feeling ever.
Now watch the hallway again. Here comes Deputy Brad Tisdale. He starts testing the substance, positive for fentanyl. And then his partner starts to lose consciousness while standing up.
And I watched his eyes rolled into the back of his head.
Tisdale grabs the Narcan, 1 dose for his partner. Then someone tells him Newberry isn't doing well either.
I find Officer Newberry sitting in the chair in the conference room, nodding to and from.
Amber Newberry used to drive Brad Tisdale's school bus. She watched him grow up.
I've known her for most of my life.
So when Tisdale runs back into this hallway with another dose of Narcan, it's not just saving a coworker.
I have no doubt in my mind I probably would have died.
Today they joke about it. Dark humor, they call it. It's the way that cops cope, he says. She bought him a 4 for $4 from Wendy's. They're square, he says.
Did you ever really see yourself actually having to use that training?
Here's the funny part about being a cop. No, you never do.
But on April 27th, on a quiet Sunday in Crawford County, in this hallway, he did. In Crawford County, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News. Well, very soon, this piece of land behind me will soon be home to a large factory. But what is the company behind it? In the world of military aviation, some planes are veterans themselves, flying decades past their original design. And keeping these aircraft in the sky, that's where Kehomac steps in.
If you own a classic car, 66 Mustang, and all of a sudden you need a new carburetor, where do you get those? They don't make them anymore, right?
Lifelines for military aircraft that might otherwise be grounded forever. The company supports 3 Air Force bases specializing in creating parts for older planes. We're talking sheet metal work, specialized wiring, composite technology, essentially keeping aviation history flying.
These airplanes are many times built in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s at best, and we have to keep those airplanes going.
Their current focus, a $7 million contract for the F-35 Advanced Travel Pod. The pods allow airmen to carry more personal items like food and clothing with them on missions. The plant should bring 75 new jobs to Warner Robins, from composite technicians to sheet metal specialists.
Many of us are former Air Force, Army, Navy background. I think across the company, we have about 45% veteran rates.
According to their latest annual report, Robins Air Force Base continues to drive Central Georgia's economy. They estimated last year's economic impact at nearly $3.9 billion in salaries, services, contracts, and more. In Warner Robins, Hunter King, 13 WMAZ News.